Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you all? So I've recently just come back from doing my Umrah, and I just thought I'll tell you my experience whilst being in a wheelchair, show you a lot and talk about, what I went through. Let's start from the start. So, we made the niyat of going to, perform Umrah. And first important thing was because I'm in a wheelchair, if they have a hoist that picks me up and puts me into the bed, and same versa back to the wheelchair. And if they had a shower chair for me, and so we started ringing all the different hotels and everything to find out. And yes, we did find one. It was called Al Marwa. It was in the clock tower. So when we did ask them, they said yes, we have them. I went, okay, no problem. So I told the travel agent, and I told them, look, could you ring up as well just to find out as well? So they rang up, and same thing, yes, we have it. So I was like, oh, wicked. And this was just for the Mecca, and we went, okay, fine, book it. But our plan was Mecca to Medina and then back to Mecca. Yeah, just like the Prophet did, peace be upon him. And so we booked that, and then the Medina one, obviously we got the same close one next to Masjid al-Nabawi. And but there they had wheelchair accessible rooms, but they didn't have no facilities. So our plan was to do both Jummes, one in Mecca and one in Medina. So yeah, we got a direct flight, Saudi Airlines. Off we went. I had my ihram on. For me, I put my ihram on. The bottom bit, the top bit, I had a t-shirt on, and then I had the ihram on top. That was only because obviously for me in the airplane would have been cold. Bless man, I was fine. But obviously when it was the miqat time where you had to have the full ihram on, I literally just took the t-shirt off, took my socks and trainers off, put my sandals on, and me top ihram on, and sorted. Yeah, so upon arrival at the airport, because we already booked transportation, and taken, I think it was about an hour and a half, I think it is, that from Jeddah airport to Mecca. And honestly, seriously, like when I was getting closer and we saw the clock tower, we were like, oh yo. It was an exciting moment. Your heart was pumping. And I kept saying to my missus, like, yo, this is surreal, like it's literally happening. And we got there in the hotel, everything. And for us, it was all about getting to the hotel, do wuzu, and go off and do our Umrah. But by the time we got there, it was time for Fajr. So we did Fajr namaz, and after that we went to do our Umrah. Now, Umrah wise, I was getting loads of people saying different things to me, like you can't take your own wheelchair, you have to give your passport to them, and then they will give you their wheelchair, and they will give you a person. And some were saying that you'll have electric wheelchair there, they'll do this, they'll do that. And I guess that was probably their experience that they went through. But for me, no one said nothing to me about my manual wheelchair. I didn't see nothing about a electric wheelchair. There was nothing. There were people there that push, and you had to pay them. Yeah, I think it's about 150 to 200 riyals. You pay them, and they do the full Umrah for you, pushing you in the wheelchair. This is where Tawaf starts from. Alhamdulillah, my missus did my Tawaf for me. So this, basically doing the 7 rounds around the Kaaba. We were on the 2nd floor. That's where the wheelchairs be. But trust me, it's not all easy, because you're getting people cutting you, people like pushing wheelchairs, stopping, and honestly, the amount of times I hurt my foot because I didn't have no sandals on. I had like literally my bare feet, and oh, they KO'd me a lot. Honestly, you can imagine, I was traveling, practically 26 to 27 hours. I was sat. So I was sat on wheelchair, then on the aeroplane seat, then the van seat, and then back to my wheelchair. So we were literally KO'd already, and honestly, it was hard. It was even like now. Think about it. I'm like, yo, that must have been the hardest ever. Umrah did. Do the Sa'i, which is the Safa to Marwa, and same thing there, getting hurt again. People just thing is, you can't really kick off with people there because everyone is so into their ibadah and all that. Yeah, that they're trying to get their perfections done and all that, and so it is hard. So basically, we did our Sa'i. So once Sa'i is done, then it's time to cut your hair and go bald. Then I went to my room, and it was a shock because I was expecting a wheelchair room, everything open, a hoist there, a shower chair there, everything. When we asked them, they were like, whatever's available. We were like, what do you mean whatever's available? Like, man just paid dough to get these rooms, and you've just turned around and said whatever was available. So obviously when we did speak to them and everything, then straight away they got us a room. They go, right, hoist, inshallah. And I think a few hours later, when we got the room, they give us a shower chair, a rolling shower chair, which was good. Now for myself, I actually bought my own sling, and I bought a transfer board, I bought a urine bottle, just for safety, because like I said, you never know what you're gonna get when you're there. And alhamdulillah, I'm so happy that I bought these things. This is like, was very important to me. And yeah, so did we have struggles? But yeah. Alhamdulillah, like, when you're in the house of God, yeah, you don't really think about all this or that and everything, but I did get ill. It was my own fault, and I just seen Hardee's food place, and I just wanted a chicken sandwich meal, and they give it me, and I was really thirsty that day. All I wanted was just deck that drink, and I just KO'd it. I just started drinking it. It was full of ice, and it hit my throat, and I got ill for a couple of days. But alhamdulillah, the missus had the Lemsip and the Strepsils and everything we had. So within 2 to 3 days I got better, and that's something that you need to watch out. We didn't really eat that kind of junk food. It was mainly naans and roti. Not naans and rotis, naans and salons and all that. Because there's a lot of Pakistani places there. You can get all these kind of stuff from, and which was kind of alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? We had different types of vegetables. Chicken, lamb, all these kind of stuff. So you can get everything available there anyway. But alhamdulillah, when we did go to Medina, that was a totally different thing, because a lot of people were saying to us like, Medina, you like it, man, it's calm. And you know what, bang on, man, bang on, like everyone's saying, it was calm, man. No rolle, no nothing, because like in Mecca, people were pushing, and people were like, it's like everyone just wanted to be first. And when you're in a wheelchair, they didn't look at you, you were in a wheelchair, they were just pushing and shoving. No, we need to go first. Oh, crazy. But alhamdulillah, Medina was so calm. Honestly, like Medina, when you were inside the Masjid al-Nabawi, and how massive it is, like when I'm telling you, it's about 4 to 5 football pitches the width, and like every namaz, it was jam packed. When I mean jam packed, I mean literally the aisles that you walk on, yeah, even they were like proper, full as well. And it was calm there. I had some gava, so it was gava. We call it gava, but they call it gava. I had some of that. But this is the worst, forgot to tell you. So the night that we reached in Medina's hotel, yeah, we didn't get a wheelchair room. We got a massive room. It was nice, I'm not gonna lie. Apparently the hotel opened about a month ago, but it was really nice because you had like a living room, dining table, and then the other side they had like the bedrooms. It was really nice. My kids loved it, and they said to us, well, we were allocated a disabled room, wheelchair room. I was like, hello, like what's going on here? They go, oh, we'll sort it out tomorrow, because we got there late night. So we are chalo, that man knock out, let's get up, let's see what go on in it. So the next day they gave us a wheelchair room. We had to look at it, yeah, bang on. But they didn't have no facilities like shower chair and all that, but they did say that we'll try to get you a shower chair. Which I think the next day, which was about 2 days later, they got us a shower chair, but it was a rolling one. But alhamdulillah, what I'm saying, better than nothing, isn't it? So it was a bit of a struggle for me. You can imagine, pick me up, put me onto the wheelchair, then take me to the toilet, then put me onto the shower chair, and then that's it, do my thing in it. But alhamdulillah, it was good. What I'm saying, and not the first night, the day after that, the fire alarm went off. Yo, don't ask me, man. My breakfast just come, and I thought, yeah, man, I'm gonna have breakfast. Yeah, fire alarm got off. My brother-in-law, he was in a panic. My man just grabbed me, shoved me on the wheelchair, ran out, and you could smell the smoke as well. And I was half asleep that time, and I just didn't know what go onings or nothing, man. And he just took me straight fire exit, started dragging me down the stairs with the wheelchair. I'm like, hurt my foot. Yeah, I'm like, yo. And luckily there was 2 people. They helped me. They got me all the way down. Luckily I was on the first floor. It was good. Once that was all done, we went straight back to Mecca, and this was going to be my second Umrah. And do you know what the funny thing was? I was ready this time. I was ready. I got me Mrs. Slippers. I go, yo, give me your slippers. I'm putting my slippers. I'm putting your slippers on, because if someone's going to hurt my foot, they're going to hurt them slippers. And do you know what it was? I felt more like ready this time. Because the first time, obviously, you're half asleep and you're tired and you're also, but this time I was ready, everything, and alhamdulillah, what I'm saying, like, I did it, and I felt more happy as well, of doing it and everything. And then the next day, I thought, you know what, this was the last day, because we were going to fly out at night time. So I thought, you know what, let's do a tawaf in at least. Well, alhamdulillah, I did the tawaf as well. I was so happy, man, because like, it's a blessing, man, when you see the Kaaba, in front of you, and you do your du'as and everything, and you're doing du'as for others as well. And honestly, you don't realize when you're there that you can watch on the TV, see pictures, yeah, and you know how you feel in it when you see these. But when you're there, it's a totally different experience. Yeah, and another one as well is that for wheelchairs, the floor 2, that's the only place for you. Yeah, for wheelchairs. Now, you can go to the first floor, but you'll have to make an excuse. Like when I got to the first floor, I just told the security guys, look, I want to take a picture, didn't it? Because I had my ihram on, and without ihram you can't go down. So I was like, look, picture, photo, and the guy was like, oh, picture, yes. And he was like, okay, go. So that's the only way I got to the first floor. And to get to the ground floor, wheelchairs are not allowed. No matter what you do or say, you cannot take a wheelchair. So the only way you can get to the ground floor is either crawl down the stairs or get someone to pick you up and take you, and that's it. Then it's their responsibility. So that's one thing that you need to understand, that you can't go in a wheelchair there. I'm sorry, but you can't, because I actually seen someone, he was in a wheelchair, and security guards around him, they weren't letting him go. Then apparently I think he had probably little legs or something, I can't really think about it, and he crawled and he actually touched the Kaaba. So bless him, man. And I'll show you a picture now, and you can see this was the closest I ever got to the Kaaba. Like, it was crazy, man. And like I said, Makkah's always busy. Like, you don't understand when there is like hundreds and thousands of people there, from different nationality, different colors, you name it, they're all there, man. They're all there for their own reason. Now, one thing you need to watch out is from these groups, because what these groups do, they all like hold each other, and they'll just push and barge. They don't care. Same for the lifts. You know what I'm saying? If there's 10 of them, all 10 are going in there. They don't care if they're flipping KO you. They don't care as long as they're in that lift all together. So it's a hard one, but it is what it is as well. So when you do be going to the airport, that is the only place where you can get your Zamzam water. They have like little, I won't call them stalls, like little places there where you can buy Zamzam. Like for us, Zamzam water was I think 12.5 real. So you can buy as many as you want, but when you're going for check-in, they'll see how many people there are, and they say, right, this is how much bottles are allowed. So I think we were getting like 1 gallon per person, and that's it. So with us, what the missus did, she actually wrote our names on the boxes, and at least then when we were in Manchester, we saw which ones are our boxes, because there's a lot of people that be looking to come and nick them. Trust me, you can't trust no one here, but bless, man, you know what I'm saying. For me, bar the hotel experience, it was a blessed day, man. Not blessed day, it was a blessed for me. I totally enjoyed it. Do I want to go back? 100%. Honestly, if anybody's willing to let me go with them, I'm ready. But I think just on a wheelchair perspective, I would personally say take 2 people with you. One is a must, because everyone's got their own disability. Some people probably can sit in a wheelchair and stand up, and probably walk a few times. With you lot, you're all right, then you don't really need these kind of facilities, or you don't need a close hotel or something like that, but if you are like physically, you can't do much, you can't walk on a thing, then honestly 2 people's the most. If you're gonna ring these hotels and find out which one has a hoist and that, they don't have no hoist, guys. Honestly, a few times, the hotels like, go and buy one. I'm like, why would I want to go and buy one for 1 or 2 days? Like, that's probably the stupidest thing ever, And like I said, these hotels, they don't care about you. Once that money's in their pocket, they don't give 2 craps. There you have to kick off and all sorts, and keep doing the headings and all sorts, but then that's the thing, innit? You don't have that kind of time as well, because you're going to do your namazan, you're going to read your Qurans and all that stuff, and then by the time you come out, you're tired and you just want to eat and go sleep, and but like I said, it's crazy, man. But always, honestly, if you're in a wheelchair, have someone with you. I personally, next time I probably want to go, I would definitely want 2 people with me, 2 men. At least I know they can just pick me up, put me onto the toilet. I wouldn't even have to even think about going to get a close hotel and all that kind of stuff. I would be happy wherever. I would be happy as long as I've got 2 guys with me. I'm sorted, man. But honestly, guys, if anybody wants to ask me anything, if I have missed out anything, do let me know. So look after yourself, guys. May Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, give you the niyyah for coming to perform Umrah or Hajj. Yeah, and keep me in your du'as. Allah Hafiz.